You're about to listen to episode 1 of the Iain Lee Pocket Radio Show. Unfortunately, it wasn't always called that. In fact, it's had several names. Since recording the show with those names, I found out that other podcasts have those names. So, out of the kindness of my heart, I've decided to change the name of the show. What I was unable to do was completely re-record the show. So what I've done is I've edited the old name out and replaced it with the Iain Lee Pocket Radio Show. You shouldn't notice the edits. However, if I have missed any of the old bits that needed to be taken out, I apologise to any other podcasts with that name. With that in mind, I give you episode 1 of the Iain Lee Pocket Radio Show. Hello, dear listener. Thank you very much for downloading the first ever episode of the Iain Lee Pocket Radio Show. Coming up, we take your phone calls and find out the best way to stop goldfish dying. We listen to your audio boos, and also I get to chat to the Pyjama Men. But before that, I thought it would be nice to try and get some of the old team back together again.
Harry St Michael.
Hello, Barry. It's Iain Lee, mate. How you doing?
Hello, Barry. Who's it?
It's Iain Lee.
Hello,
mate. You alright?
Iain Lee.
Yes.
Iain Lee.
From.
It's Iain Lee. Oh, Iain Lee. Hello.
From the radio. We used to speak on.
I remember.
Yes.
Yeah. Anecdotes radio.
Well, Well, it was, yes, you would phone up and talk, and I would pretend that I was kind of bored with you, and that, you know, you were irritating and dull. And
how are you? Iain, is it? Iain.
Iain Lee.
That's it. Well, how are you, Lee? All right?
Iain.
How's it going? Iain, Iain, how's it going?
Barry, I am excellent, as you probably know, because I've left Absolute Radio, left them a few months ago.
Yes.
And I have decided to branch out on my own and start doing my own podcasts and putting them out myself.
That's a good one. You're joking.
But, no,
right, things are so desperate.
Well, no.
I'll tell you, you do like to pull a leg. You can't get any work, so you're putting your own recordings out.
That's not it. I have had many discussions with various radio stations, and I have decided...
Yes, Radio Northwick Park, Radio Whittington, Radio Watford General.
Okay, I have decided... They're hospitals. I have decided... I see, yeah. I have decided
that was the joke, you know, that was sort of the joke.
Okay, I will note that, thank you.
But we'll move on, yeah.
I have decided that the future is in podcasts, because... It's not because I can't get a job elsewhere. That's not true. It's because it means I've got total control, autonomy over my output. I'm not saluting a corporate image or being told, "Oh, you can't do." I can do anything I want.
You like
that I like whenever I like.
What are you planning to do that's special then in this podcast show, Lee? Iain?
Well, I've not quite finalised the format yet, but I imagine it will be lots of people calling me on Skype, and I was thinking of getting back the old team, some of the regular voices that the listeners used to know and tolerate. So I'm going to try and get you, Verinda, Eloise, get you all back on the show. And
mate, it's over. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye? Do you think I'd crumble? Do you think I'd lay down and die? Not I.
Why are you quoting the lyrics to I Will Survive? Yeah, why are you doing that? Why are you quoting the lyrics to I Will Survive at me?
To make a point.
Well, the point is what?
Well, you tried to hurt me with goodbye. I was doing very well.
Yeah.
I think it's over, mate. It's finished. It's over. We'll never create the good times, the puerile double entendres, the talking over each other, the lewd comments about your wife.
But basically,
that will never.
Don't do the lewd comments about my wife. That was actually offensive.
It was a bit out of order,
Bit out of order, but luckily I got in touch with the solicitor and we managed to stop those legal proceedings before it went too far. But
Are you still with her?
Just.
You still with her?
I think it would be a lot of fun. Imagine you and Verinda and Eloise and me making some money out of it. Me. It won't be.
I can't see it. I can't see it. I'll stop you there, Ian. I can't. It's not.
The thing is, you kind of owe me, Barry.
I can't.
You kind of owe me.
Owe you?
You wouldn't.
Owe you?
You would not.
I've moved on to bigger things. Listen, I'd moved on to much bigger things
like what?
than your show.
Like what?
Mansfield 103.2.
Oh, Jesus.
Serving the Crosby, Nottingham and workshop areas.
Listen, all I want, you git, is 5 minutes a week on my podcast to fill the time out a bit.
Oh, well, you're certainly doing your cause some justice calling me an old git. What do you want me to do?
Just come on and just... basically, I'm running a bit short and I need you to fill it out a bit.
What do you want me to do? I can't do anything. I've moved on, mate. I can't keep up with your...
Please.
Tawdry press and record.
Please.
Don't forget to take the paws off before you circulate the cassettes amongst your...
Please, it's not on cassette, it's on the internet. Please, I'm begging you.
What do I get out of it?
What do you mean?
What do I earn out of it?
Well, you earn the respect of people that frequent forums on the internet.
That's not going to keep my wife in Chelsea buns, is it? That's not going to keep my wife in, clothing.
Are you struggling to think of something that's in innuendo?
No, we're going to get to that in a minute. Hold on, I'm not going to keep her warm. It's not going to give her a 2-bar gas fire. Nothing about that gas fire. It's not going to keep her bananas.
No, Charlie. You could say
that's
Charlie.
Not gonna,
Charlie.
That's not going to keep her Charlie. That's not going to.
Yeah, okay, it's not working. Will you do it? Yes or no?
It's not working. Hold on. Let me.
No. Yes or no?
I'll do it.
The team are back together. Speak to you soon, Barry.
Bye. Bloody idiot.
Well, I'd like to say it was a pleasure talking to the old fish. The Pyjama Men are 2 Americans who are over here in the United Kingdom performing a very funny and quite odd sketch show. I was lucky enough to go and see them at the Charing Cross Theatre, not the Soho Theatre, which is where I went first, to find out they weren't there, and then had a mad dash across London to see them. I should point out I was using a new bit of equipment to record this, so the sounds at the start, the levels aren't great. That's my fault. Bear with me, it's episode 1. We'll get there. It sorts itself out after a minute or two. The Pyjama Men. Yes, I'm in the Soho Theatre bar with... I guess this is the bar, is it? I guess so. With the Pyjama Men. Mark.
Hello, how are you?
And Shanoa.
Hello.
Now, you picked on me for spelling my name the correct way.
First of all, your name is Iain. That's so many vowels in a row, which it starts to get, like when you have that many vowels, I start to feel like I'm about to do something wrong.
And then it's Lee as well, so I've only got 2 consonants. Ian Lee.
Yeah. What's an anagram for your name, I wonder? Or, not an anagram, but what do you call it when you mix up? It's an anagram?
It's an anagram, yeah.
Yeah. We'll figure something out. I'll let you know before.
Thanks very much. You spell pyjama incorrectly. I don't want a cultural divide here, or hands across the ocean. But what the hell is that all about?
Well, we, how sometimes people say we put the pies in supplies, and you go, yeah, you also have a speech impediment. Well, we're kind of like that, but we take the pie out of surprise.
I can tell you what it is. See, we take the Y out of pajama. Why? Because it doesn't need to be there, because that's incorrect. That's why.
Have you ever considered doing it in nightgowns or wee willy winky hats at all? It's always been pyjamas, has it?
Wee willy winky hats?
You don't know what a wee willy winky hat is?
No, I have no idea.
Oh, you guys are crazy. So, do you know this?
This is not why.
No, well, wee willy winky ran through the town, upstairs and downstairs in his nightgown. You know what a nightgown is?
A robe.
No.
We call a nightgown just what a woman would wear when she goes to...
Yeah, a nightie, yes.
Yeah.
But men can wear them in this country as well. We're very liberated.
Well, cool.
But we'll talk about the show in a minute. But the Wee Willie Winky hat is kind of the hat that goes like that.
We just call that a sleeping cap or something. Yeah, it's what Scrooge wears.
Yeah, Scrooge wears it.
Yeah, he looks good in it. That's nice.
Why do you wear pajamas?
Well, real answer or zany answer?
Zany.
I want to
Okay,
we wear pajamas. Well, we wear them because
it's going to be zany. Here it comes.
They're cheaper than suits. Am I right?
The show is brilliant.
Thank you.
But it is mental. Do you find how many characters are you playing each in the show? Do you know?
I don't know, like 6 or 7 each, maybe. Yeah.
It feels like more.
Yeah, and it feels longer than an hour too, doesn't it?
No, it flew by. It felt like seconds. Can I say I found the women? I found them quite hot. There was something about them that was kind of cute.
Like we do like these really kind of bitchy American girls. Like do you like that? Is that what was...
English girls don't do the waggle of the head, and that's kind of quite.
Yeah. I think maybe that's just because you're not used to it. Maybe and so you're like, ooh, this is new and foreign. I like this.
You know, I was confused by this whole thing.
No, I'm not really. I kind of understand, and I think that there's all kinds of weird sexual stuff that goes on, and we play so many different women, and often we sexualize them in different ways, and I don't know. I know that Mark has admitted to me that if he would like to have me as a cellmate if we were if we were impersonated together, because I'm always being a naughty girl, and I know he kind of likes it.
And Mark,
he knows what buttons to press.
Mark looks like a young Steve Guttenberg as well. I was kind of thinking. I mean that in the nicest possible way.
Steve Guttenberg. I've actually never gotten.
You've never had Guttenberg before.
I've never got Guttenberg, which great. I love Steve Guttenberg.
Who doesn't love Steve?
I love Police Academy, and Yeah. Yeah.
I got a lot of kids in the hall kind of watching, I'm not saying you ripped them off or stole anything, but just the kind of, they did a movie called Brain Candy, where no one's seen Brain Candy over here, but it's awesome. And your show had the same kind of structure where you're all playing loads and loads of different characters, and they're all kind of interacting and flopping around. Is that kind of a fair spot?
Sure, yeah. I love Brain Candy. I love that part when, what's his name? Can't think of his name.
Scott Thompson?
It's not Scott Thompson. Come on. Bruce, Dave. I don't know, but there's Dave Foley, and there's like a bunch of doctors talking or something, and they're all giving their opinions, and then he walks up and they're like, "Who are you?" And he goes, "Just a guy," and walks away. And it's one of my favorite gags of all time, I think.
Yeah, you're really hitting the Canadian references here, which is fine. We're American, but we
to establish that you are.
Well, we toured quite a bit in Canada back in from 2000 to about 2005. We toured the Fringe circuit, and I was really nervous about going to Canada because I watched a lot of Canadian stuff growing up, and I knew there was a lot of funny people coming out of Canada. So yeah, and I think sure we're influenced by them, but not directly. Like Kids in the Hall wasn't a big direct thing. That's something that I started watching kind of passively later, but I think they're great, Yeah.
How long does it take you to write a show?
Well, I think Mark was touching on this a little bit. We will rehearse for about 6 weeks and kind of sketch it out, but we kind of like to open a show that's not really finished. We like to get the story in place and enough good jokes, in our estimation, that we feel like we've got some legs to stand on, and then open a pretty raw piece of material and kind of figure it out in front of an audience. We sort of keep that process going until we close the show.
Is that not terrifying, though?
Yeah, it is, but there's a sort of a sink or swim adrenaline that can happen, and you really start to figure it out. It's tough, when Mark and I are just in a studio together rehearsing, we'll make each other laugh and stuff, but it's hard to see really what's going to work and really find the wherewithal to really commit without the audience there. The audience really does put the pressure on, and that's a huge part of our creative process, is just what we're doing in front of them.
And you're doing the show at the Charing Cross Theatre now?
But yeah, we're here until March 3rd at the Charing Cross Theatre.
And then the States, you go back to the States and do it there?
We go to Australia first, tour Australia, and then, yes, we will go to the States. We'll be in LA and in DC and a few other...
Who is the dude that's doing the music in the show? Because he's awesome.
His name is Kevin, and he is very nice.
You said that as though you didn't mean it. What's going on? Is there history between you and Kevin?
Yeah, we have a big beef with each other. No, he's like the nicest guy in the world. He is the most serene of men. He's like a yoga aficionado.
Yeah, he does quite a bit of yoga and meditation in his day. He's very even keel. His last name is Hume, Kevin Hume, and his new album is amazing.
Well, congratulations as well for introducing time travel into it. Time travel is one of my favourite. I'm quite geeky, and it's my favourite kind of concept. Can I ask? Do you have a favourite time travel movie at all?
I really like Primer. That's a good one that came out not too long ago.
Primer,
and the Terminator series.
I just got Primer on DVD because I need to watch it with the director's commentary. You know, there's like 9 different loops in that. They go back about 9 times.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's a really good, I mean, for as far as time travel movie goes, I think that's one of the best. But yeah, I really like any like sort of basic nerdy like anything I'll watch.
I'm thinking maybe you two, there could be a Pajama Man Primer remake, like a stage show of that would be awesome.
Yeah, or Back to the Future 3, which is another just amazing time travel movie where they have a time train, which I didn't even know you could do that, but you can. Yeah.
You can. And is there a website that people should go to follow you around the world?
Yeah, pjmen.com. Get on board. Because this time train's leaving.
And, Twitter and Facebook also. You can follow us.
Who are you on Twitter?
/PajamaMen, or at PajamaMen with an A, PAJAMAMEN.
There's probably going to be a British tribute act with a Y in there that's going to be stealing all of your... when you go back to the States, they're going to be doing like a slightly weaker version of your show.
That isn't that the best compliment you can get when people start totally ripping you off? I don't know how that's a compliment, but I look forward to it.
Chaps, lovely to meet you. Thank you very much. Best of luck with the rest of your show.
Thank you, Iain. Iain.
Yeah, thanks.
Good old American boys. I have literally no idea what that means. Well done, you. You're listening to episode 1 of the Iain Lee Pocket Radio Show. And I hope you're enjoying it so far. There's plenty more to come, so don't worry about that. The next section is your phone calls. Now, I'm trying to recreate a phone-in radio show, which is normally live, of course, and this isn't. It's pre-recorded, so it gets a little bit complicated. Stick with me. It will work. Now, if you want to take part in the phone-in, follow me on Twitter, @Iain Lee. Or look at my Facebook page, facebook.com/Iain Lee Official, and I'll be posting the times that I'll be recording these phone-in sections. You can contact me on Skype, and there will be a phone number as well, but I will post those on the Facebook and on the Twitter page, so don't panic. This week, I was asking how to stop my goldfish dying and thereby stop breaking my little boy's heart. Are podcasts the reserve for the unemployable and the talentless? And what do you think we should do with the Falklands? Because to be honest, I'm kind of thinking, let's save a few quid and give it to the Argentinians. Or sell it. Or rent it out. I don't know. Anyway, some of you were kind enough to give up your Friday evenings to call me and give me your thoughts on these subjects. This is what you had to say about them. If you've enjoyed this Pocket Podcast, it is free, but I'm doing the 21st century equivalent of passing the metaphorical or literal hat after the show. There's a PayPal button on iainlee.com. If you want to donate a few quid to keep this going, it would be gratefully appreciated. If you're not accessing this from iainlee.com, then you can...
Hello, line 2, you're on the internet. Who's this?
@iainlee.com.
It's Ivan.
Lovely. Ivan! How you doing, brother?
I'm good, thank you. We spoke the other day.
I know we spoke. I remember because it's spelled Ifan, but your name is Ivan, and your dad went into a very long, slightly tedious lecture as to why that's the case. How you doing, fella?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm a little bit nervous about this for some reason. What have you got for me? Anything?
Well, have you got any topics?
Yes, okay, I've got 3, right? The first one is...
Okay.
I have got 2 goldfish. Supposedly I've got 2 goldfish. They keep on dying.
All right,
so I'm trying to find ways to stop my goldfish from dying.
Is the water the right temperature?
Is the what?
The water the right temperature.
I'm supposed to put water in there, am I?
Yeah, I think
Balls.
so.
The water is the right temperature. When you get fish, right, apparently it's dead complicated. When I was a kid, you just had a bowl and you put fish in there and they live. But now... you've got to put chemicals in there that kind of cleans the water out and
Yeah.
takes all the nasty stuff out. And then you leave it for a couple of days, and then you put your fish in, and supposedly they live forever. But I've been through lots of fish.
Oh, right.
Okay, you're not a fish expert, are you? Even?
No, I've never
Okay.
had a fish, if I'm honest with you.
Well, listen, I appreciate honesty. When lives are at stake, honesty is always appreciated. Okay, we'll move on to the second topic.
All right, okay.
And by the way, people can phone in about any old nonsense as well. But the second thing is,
Okay.
podcasts are for sad has-beens and people who are completely unemployable.
No, I don't think so.
Are you just saying that just to be nice to me, or are you thinking, now come on?
No, I listen to other podcasts as well.
What podcast do you listen to?
Well, I really love Doctor Who.
Has Doctor Who got his own podcast?
Well, not like an official one, but
Okay.
like fans of Doctor Who make their own.
And so this is like people in their bedrooms talking about Doctor Who.
Well, no, it's like a group of them, and they write like parody songs. And,
Oh, really?
yeah, and they do sketches.
But
and
they do it in their bedrooms, though, yeah?
No, they do it in their basement.
See, that's one bit. No, I'm in a luxurious recording studio at the moment. Maybe I'll post photos of my studio. It's not my bedroom. It's not my bedroom. Whatever you think. So, and how old are these people?
Well, I'd say they're in their 30s, and
Okay, old enough to know better.
yeah, but
Yeah.
they are married. Well, I know there's 2 people. There's 4 of them.
You
And
could read my mind there.
They're not like loners or anything.
No,
no, I
no,
don't.
officer.
So what's the third topic?
The Falklands. Do you give a toss? Should we just give it to Argentina?
What's the Falklands?
Thank you very much for calling. There we go. Let's go to line 2. Line 2, you're on the internet. That's you. Are you watching EastEnders? Who's this? Lucas. He's watching EastEnders. This is not the roller coaster phoning show I was expecting it to be. Let's get rid of Lucas and see if anybody calls in. The way this works is I tentatively put out topics on Twitter and indeed on the Facebook and hope that people call in. Now, this is the first time, I mean, I've tested the technology, it works, but this is the first time I've tried it as a phone-in procedure. Will it work? I don't know. I hope it does, otherwise the whole project is completely scuppered. But I am recording this in a luxurious recording studio, so in a top-secret location somewhere in England's capital, which is a place also known as London.
Morning, Ian.
Good morning, sir. Who is this? You're live on the internet.
Hello, it's Colin.
Colin, whereabouts are you calling from, Colin?
Adelaide in South Australia.
Sweet. Oh, really?
Yeah, I am.
We're living in the future. When I was a kid, you had to book, like a phone. You have to phone up a week in advance the operator and say, "I want to phone Australia next week." They say, "Well, we've got Tuesday at 2:30 free," but you were talking live.
Yeah, we're doing all right, mate. It's just gone 6:30 here.
Now I'm confused. The Australian time confuses me. Morning. That would be evening.
Yeah. I'm now on Saturday morning. You're Friday night.
Jeez. What's happening on Saturday?
I am just awake after a very short sleep because I realised this was on.
Hardcore.
So I forgot about it last night as I was going to sleep and thought I'll make an effort to get up.
Yes.
And then I'm sort of don't know whether to go video call and talk to people or just hang around and hide my face.
Just hang around. I don't like this whole video call technology. I think it's wrong. I think it's just... I don't want people to see... I feel I have to do something when people are looking at me making a phone... It's a phone call. I want to be picking my nose, scratching my bum. I don't want people to see me.
How you doing anyway?
I'm doing all right. As I'm talking to you, I'm fingering... No, steady. We have young ears. I'm fingering an Australian dollar.
Oh, I can play with a 50 cents piece.
Now, the 50 cents piece. I tried to buy a Burger King in London with the 50 cents piece because it looks like a 50p, but it's massive.
Yeah, it's got lot more sides.
Has it got more sides?
Yeah, let me get on.
I don't know if I got an English 50p to compare. No, I haven't. Oh, have I? No. I got 20, please. Go on.
Here we go. I've got 50 cents and the Queen's face. It's got 12 sides.
Has it? Because I was in Burger King and I gave it to the young man, and as soon as I gave it to him, I thought, that's not English. The coin. I thought, that's not English. He's going to bust me here. I was thinking, please don't bust me. And he nearly put it in the till, and then he looked at it and went, hang on a minute, this is foreign. And he tried to give it to me, and I said, well, let's leave it on the side as a souvenir. And he got arsey and said, no, you should take it with you. And I said, well, so, an Australian might see this. This is 50 pence in Australian money.
Well, I haven't got Australian money, so this is about as far as I can get. But I will keep this piece.
Have you ever kept goldfish, Colin?
No, but I used to keep other fish.
You used to keep what?
Other fish.
Other fish. I thought you issued some Latin technical name there, but no, just other fish.
Yeah. Do you know what? No, I can't remember what they were.
Are you just saying it to try and sound cool?
No. We had a fish tank. One of these circular globe fish tanks. Well,
apparently you're not supposed to get those now.
Not the old. No, these bio orb things that you get.
Okay. You're literally just making this up as you go along, Colin. And because you're in Australia, I can't come over there and kick your ass.
Can't slap me one. No, I'm not making it.
I have now got. I tell you why I'm talking about fish, because we've bought a couple of fish, my little boy, and they keep dying. We've been through 3 sets of fish. They're called Rocky and Reed, and we kind of left the fish tank a bit empty for a couple of weeks, thinking, oh, do you know what? It's too much of a hassle. And today, my little boy was singing, "Where are Rocky and Reed? Where are Rocky and Reed?" I was singing, oh my God! But he's become obsessed with fish since. Have you seen the movie Finding Nemo?
Yes.
Have you got kids?
No.
Oh, you're just watching kids' films on your own?
No. I've watched it on a flight over to my honeymoon.
Okay, romantic.
The
thing that annoys me about that film is, A, it's not as good as everyone says it is. But B, Nemo, or Finding Nemo, as my son thinks he's called, he seems to be able to survive equally well in salt water as he does in tank water, as he does in sewerage water. Which is bullshine. A fish can't survive in all 3 conditions, one or t'other. Finally, the Falklands. Do we really give a stuff about them? Let's just give them to Argentina, or let's sell them to Argentina.
No, we won them fair and square.
It wasn't. It wasn't like a game of cards where we put down Jersey and Argentina put down the Maldivas and we won in your face, Argie.
Yeah.
It just seems like a lot of hassle and a lot of money for. I think there's 600 families on there. Let's repatriate them. But really, a tiny rock in the middle of the Atlantic. I think it's the Atlantic. I've got literally no idea.
This has been obviously going to be some issue that's going to raise over and over again. But let's keep it British.
Colin, it's lovely to talk to you. You're wrong on that account, but thank you very, very much. Indeed. Hello, line 3. You're live on the internet. Who's this?
Hello, Ian. This is Mark, checking in from sunny California.
Big yourself up, Mark, from the United. We just had This is the future. We've just had a call from Wales. Forget that. We've just had a call from Australia, and now we've got a call from the United States of. This is amazing.
There you go. This is the beauty of the internet.
Let's be honest. It's not the greatest beauty of the internet. I think we all know what the greatest. The beauty of this is. I'm sat in my. I'm sat in a luxurious recording studio in the middle of London, Soho. Yeah, and I'm drinking. I'm slurping on a lovely cup of tea.
Oh, wonderful.
What you got for me, Mark? And it better be good, because the rest of the calls have been awesome so far.
I don't know about this. I'll blame the wife then for this, because she left me these instructions for you with regards to keeping your goldfish alive.
Oh, now, listen, people may be going, well, this is boring and this is dull, and it may be, but I've got a little boy that's heartbroken that his fish keep going on holiday.
Oh,
so can we stop the fish going on holiday? Tell me what to do, Mark.
Okay, you must treat this goldfish like a tropical fish, because indeed that's what it is. You must put it in a small aquarium with a proper filtration system.
I've done all that. I've done that. It's in a glass box. I don't know. Yeah, thing. It's got a filter, an expensive bloody filter. It's got gravel that I've cleaned. It's got a bit of that weed that they like to eat.
Yes.
And I've put the chemicals in to clean the water. They still keep dying.
Do you have the filtration system going? This is whereby it will suck out any of his wee and poop that's floating around, and he doesn't have to live in that acidic environment.
By coincidence, not only do we have the filtration system, we have the filtration system going as well. So I'm sorry if I'm sounding arsey, Mark, but this is I'm at my wit's end. I'm a vegetarian, so to keep flushing fish down the toilet, and I pray to God my son does never listen to this, to keep flushing fish down the loo goes against all of my ethics.
Quite right. I can understand your frustration. You seem to be doing everything correctly. Why are they dying?
Is that the list? Is that the entire list that your missus has written?
That's it. That is. She did say also don't use the water from the tap. Use bottled water because of the chlorine and everything in it.
Now we haven't been doing that, but we've been putting chemicals in that should get rid of the chlorine.
That's right. It's all about keeping the pH balance correct.
The old pH balance correct. Yeah. But bottled water could be pricey. But to stop a child's tears, is there any price we can put on that, Mark? Is there?
No, it's worth trying up. It's a one-off payment, yeah.
Oh, dearie me. You'd agree with me. We should just give the Falklands to the Argentinians, shouldn't we?
Oh, Come
on.
Well, what is actually there? It's a penguin and research centre, isn't it?
A research centre. The thing that, and this is, by the way, this is not in any way to make light of any of the soldiers who lost their lives. I just watched the tedious and overhyped Margaret Thatcher film today. Utter tosh that it is. Awful. Nothing happens in it. You know, the miners get 3.5 minutes. And you think, come on now, play fair. But it does bring home, there's a bit about the Falklands, and it does bring home that people lost their lives. But really, it's costing us a fortune to defend 600 families. Yes, there may be oil there, but, come on. Let's just get rid of it.
Yeah. Is there oil there? That's the first time I've heard that.
Well, Mark, you're in America where news is kept very tight. I believe they're looking for oil, and I think they may have found something there.
Oh, hence the Argentinians' interest in getting...
But have you seen the Argentinian Prime Minister?
No, I haven't.
Man, Google her. She is hot, man.
Oh, her?
Yeah. She is hot.
I
would like to enter intense negotiations with that lady. Seriously. Mark, lovely to talk to you. Love to the missus.
Hello.
Hello, is that Kate?
Yes.
Hello, Kate. You're live on the internet.
Wow.
What have you got for me, Kate? I tell you now, every caller we've had so far, and I mean literally everyone, has been absolutely awesome. So you have a lot to live up to, young lady. What have you got?
Oh, gosh.
Oh.
The pressure.
Come on. You can do it. Come on. Come on. Kate, come on.
I'm trying. I'm trying. What do you want?
How can I keep my bloody goldfish alive?
How can you keep your goldfish alive?
Yeah.
Oh, clean the tank, but not too often. I hadn't.
You
dreadful
literally.
Goldfish
Oh, really?
story.
What happened to the goldfish?
Well, we got two goldfish with different tails, and apparently that's not a good combination. Oh. And so Charlie.
Is that one of the goldfish or one of your children?
Yeah, it was one of the goldfish. His tail was eaten by Lola.
Oh, Charlie and Lola. Well done. You have got children, of course.
Well,
yes.
I have, and it was mortifying.
So Lola ate Charlie.
Yeah, well, ate his tail.
Oh, my God.
And then I sort of very sadly spent about 5 hours in the middle of the night Googling to see if a fish's tail could grow back. Apparently not.
No, it turns out it's like when humans lose an arm, it doesn't grow back.
I know.
And I found that out the hard way. But they do. We've got through quite a lot of fish, and they all keep going on holiday, is what we tell them.
Can't tell him that. I'm
not going to tell a 2-year-old they're dead.
Of course you are.
No! I'll wait till one of his...
say they got very ill.
I'll wait till his grandma passes, and then we'll use her to... not that she's close to it, but you never know, these old people. I will use her... I can't use... Because if I tell him they're dead, right, and he grasps a concept of death...
Yeah.
And then they keep dying every week... Imagine your best friend died every week.
Well, first of all, if they're dying every week, then your tank isn't clean enough, and the infection's spreading everywhere, and it's in the stones. You need to get clean stones. And...
We've started again from but we started from scratch, and they died, and so we're starting from scratch again. But this time my wife has taken over. She said, Ian, I cannot let you do this. I'm going to be in charge of it this time, so we'll see. Although I don't think she'll do any better.
Well, hopefully they'll live, but I really think you need to introduce the concept of death.
It's lovely to talk to you at last. Call again. Take care.
Absolutely. Goodbye.
Ta-ta. There we go. Let's go to line 6. You're live on the internet. Who's this?
Hi, it's Chris.
Hey, Chris. What can I do for you?
It's quite easy to get through. Worryingly easy to get through.
What does that mean?
Well, how's it going?
It's going very well. How about I was just finishing a call and your number came up, so I answered it. Does that change your perception?
That's encouraging.
Don't worry, I've got a load of calls I need to get through.
Oh, okay.
Chris, let me do the worrying. You relax. Okay. And boy, I am worrying. It would seem that you would agree with my theory that podcasts are the refuge of the has-beens and the unemployable.
That's exactly why I rang up.
Go on.
In fact. One such case being Tommy Boyd.
Oh, Jesus.
Have you ever listened to any of his... he only did a few, but his podcasts.
I didn't, because the title Pubcast was the laziest, fattest, with an F, not a PH, idea. It was an old man grasping at grubby straws, and so no, I didn't listen. Were they awful?
Lazy's the word.
Yeah.
It was kind of amateur.
He was good. Listen, in 1993, he was good. But
I absolutely loved Tommy Boyd. He was the Don of phone-in radio.
Yeah. He had his moment. Listen, one of the things that I'm planning on doing on this podcast is I'm going to have a feature called Boyd Baiting, where every now and then I'm going to do something. I don't want to give too many details away because he will hear this. Okay, so I've got to be very coy as to what I'm saying, but I will... I'm going to do it without giving anything away. I will be doing a thing called Boyd Baiting. I think you can work out what that means, and it will have hilarious consequences.
Well, it sounds fantastic.
Thank you, Chris.
Yes, I cannot wait.
God bless you, brother. I'm going to move on because we do have people to get through.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes. I don't want to talk about topics.
Okay.
I literally just want to sing Sail on Sailor with you.
Away you go.
Are you going to sing it with me?
No, because I found I've remembered there's a new song I can sing. I have to be careful because my neighbours, because the people using the studio next door might be disturbed. But I found a new song that I can sing that makes me sound like a brilliant singer. Shall I sing it to you?
Yeah, go on.
I can only do like 3 lines from it, and it makes me sound like a brilliant singer. It goes like this. It's an Elvis song. This time the girl is gonna stay. This time the girl is gonna stay for more than just a day. Now, that makes me sound like an awesome singer, doesn't it?
It's you're aware of the club style.
Thank you very much for calling. Let's go to line 7. You're live on the internet.
Right, Ian?
I'm all right. Who's this?
It's Omar. Do you remember me?
Yeah. Tell me more, Omar. Give me more.
I came into the studio in 2009 with Usher. And
were you the fat one or the skinny one? The fat one, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Omar, I do remember you.
I remember you too.
And how is Asher doing?
He's good. Bit of a bell end, really.
Okay, well, there we go. That's something.
Listen to you
and you're not, of course. No. So, Omar, what have you got for me? You can't listen. I want goods from you. I want something from you this evening. I just don't want to stroll down memory lane. I want action.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, line 7. You're live on the wireless. Who's this?
Hello, it's Noel Taylor.
Oh, jeez.
How are you?
Great, Noel. How are you?
Not too bad, thanks. Call me silly, or if you like.
Yes.
But I don't know how I can listen to you. I know how to contact you, but I don't know where do I listen to you.
Well, this is being recorded.
All right, yeah.
And then it will be edited into part of a podcast, the pocket-sized podcast, that you can get on iainlee.com or iTunes or various other places.
Thanks.
Here we go. Let's go to line 7. 7, you're on the internet. Who's this?
Hello.
Hello, who's this?
Kirsty.
You say that as though I know who you are.
Yeah, you do.
How?
I don't know. Can we play Pradeep?
Oh, this is...
Yeah.
Okay, yes, we can play Pradeep. Are you ready?
Okay, good. Yeah, ready?
Yeah, hang on. So it'll be 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1. You do it.
3, 2, 1.
You cheated. You're a cheater.
I beat 2 of her Pradeeps. I beat 2 of her blooming Pradeeps. Blimey. Unbelievable. Deary, deary me. This is fun, isn't it? This is fun. We'll get there. Hello, Line 2. You're live on the internet. Who's this?
Hello, it's Gavin.
Oh, Gavin, you said that very firmly. What can I do for you this evening?
Well, I suppose I want to apologise for you for harassing you on Twitter, possibly.
Oh, go on. Carry on. What's happened?
Well, you gave me a yellow card. I don't know if you remember.
That narrows it down to about 500 people. Oh, were you the fella that kept messaging me all the LBC stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you already you already sound less bonkers than I thought you were. So that's something.
Yeah, I don't really know why I done that. Really,
Are you
suppose
sad and lonely?
Perhaps.
Yes.
Well, no, I'm married with 3 children.
You can still be lonely. Well, even more reason you can be lonely. It happens. Can I tell you what I thought? I thought that you were like a 16-year-old little so and so that was trying to. It was just. I tell you what it was. It was just very weird. Being tweeted things that I did 6 years ago. Constantly.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
it was constant. It was relentless. It was relentless. Yeah.
I do apologise. I think it was just to try and get a reaction because I've listened to you for about 4 years now, and I love your work.
I love you
too, as I do Tommy Boyd and.
That idiot. Well, listen. The yellow card is rescinded.
Oh, thank you.
And we are. Let's not say friends because I suspect that you might take that too literally. But you may keep your contact to a minimum. There's a 50 yards restriction order on you.
Oh, brilliant.
Is that workable?
Yeah, we're going in the right direction.
Hey, have you seen the Iron Lady?
I haven't. No, I saw you tweet about it.
Load of old rubbish. Literally one of the worst films I've ever seen in my life. It was made for Americans because it has no substance in it whatsoever at all. Awful film.
What appealed you to go to it then?
Because I'm going to be on 5 Live in a week or so on the Oscars night, and they said, have you seen all the films? And I went, yeah. So I've now got to see a load of films this week. I'm going to go and see The Artist next, and then hopefully Tinker Tailor.
Oh, that shouldn't be too bad.
No, it shouldn't be too bad. Gavin, it's lovely to talk to you, and I'm glad that we've made some kind of peace. So, that's something. Line 7, you're live on the internet. Who's this?
Hi, how's it going? It's Mr. Fuzzy.
Who is it?
Mr. Fuzzy.
Mr. Fuzzy. Hello, Mr. Fuzzy. Welcome to the Pocket Size Podcast. What can I do for you?
Oh, just a question, really. Well, a couple of questions. First off, how's it going?
All right.
Second off, can I listen live to the show?
No.
No. And third off, do you know anything about the audio on your Play Radio video that's on YouTube?
No, I don't know anything about that.
Don't know anything about that. Yeah. I feel bad then.
Why? What happened? What have you done?
I may have called you a rude name on YouTube.
I beg your pardon, Mr. Fuzzy. What? Why? Because the audio is bad or something?
Yeah, the audio tag has been taken off.
Why?
I said something about advertising or.
I didn't even know it was on YouTube. Now I'm being told it's been taken off.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I put it on your site. I put a link to it on the Iain Lee Facebook page.
Yeah, right.
And it was taken down almost straight away.
Wow.
And then the audio was taken down.
Oh, it was nothing to do with me.
Well, it's just a bit of a coincidence.
You don't believe me, do you?
No, I don't.
Why would I get it taken down?
Should I go back on YouTube and delete my rude comment?
No, keep it there. It keeps the internet alive and fresh. Line 7, you're live on the internet. Who's this?
Hey, it's Stephen.
Hello, Stephen. What can I do for you?
Hello. Well, I was just wondered what was going on. Really?
Not a lot.
How's it going?
It's all right. It's episode 1.
Going.
It's going all right.
So are there numerous people about, or is it one at a time, or what's the...
Well, do you want to try and talk to someone else? Let's try the technology. Hang on a second. Right, who's that?
Hello.
Who are you?
I'm Tyler.
Who?
Tyler.
Tyler?
Yes.
Is your mouth anywhere near the phone, Tyler?
It is now.
Okay, Tyler, say hello to Stephen.
Hello?
Get back on the radio.
Yes, Stephen, get back on the radio, you loser.
Oh, sorry, I should.
Yeah, Stephen.
Yeah,
Come on,
Stephen,
mate.
come on, mate, you loser.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on, Stephen.
What,
Tyler wants
just
it.
now?
Tyler wants it.
Yeah, well, it seems fair.
I'm glad we sorted that out. Line 7, you're on the internet. Who's this?
Hello, big lad. How you doing?
Who's this?
It's Jimbo.
Hello, Jimbo. Do I know you?
No, I'm afraid not. No, I don't think so. Long-time listener. How you doing?
I'm okay, Jimbo. I'm okay. I'm slightly anxious as to where this phone call's going to go, but I'm certainly prepared to go with it.
What are the topics, sir?
Keeping my goldfish alive. Is the podcast the last refuge of the has-been and the unemployable ex-DJ? And should we just give the Falklands to the Argentinians?
Well, were you not visiting some planes today? I'm assuming that was some kind of sabotage/espionage mission.
I cannot discuss the reason for my visit to the RAF Museum in Hendon.
Did the lad enjoy it?
The lad loved it, although I did feel bad because you're basically taking a child to look at killing machines. And there's a bit where there's just like rows of bombs, and he's going, wow. And I had to say, bombs are bad. You know, bombs kill people.
No. Everything in moderation.
But not bombs. Bombs are awful.
Really?
Bombs are awful.
Any keys in any ignitions? Anything we could potentially sneak off-site?
I didn't see any keys in any ignitions, no.
That's
I'm not even 100% sure if that's a euphemism or not.
Yeah, quite possibly. In terms of the fish?
Yes. Oh, hang on a
To
second.
your research this evening.
Well, hang on a minute. So, who's this on the line?
Hi, this is Pete from Portsmouth.
Peter, say hello to... I've got some weirdo on the line I don't want to talk to. You talk to him.
Hello, mate.
Hello, Pete. How you doing?
Hello. I'm good, thanks, mate. Hello.
Pete, is there any chance of putting your mouth near a microphone or something?
Oh, yeah. Oh, do I sound bad? It's because I'm using Skype and some of you...
Do you know, I think I could offend both of you in one foul swoop.
Please
by
do.
By talking about Portsmouth going into administration today.
Oh, I don't care about football.
Nor do I.
Neither does Iain.
Neither does the
You got us. You got us. You said something that wasn't interesting to the two other people on the line. You totally owned us.
Winner.
Up
yours.
Yeah, thank you very much. If only I could find a way of cutting him off. Go on. Peter.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
It's good to have you back on the airwaves, so to speak.
Well, let's not count our chickens before they've come from the eggs. I've still got to edit this, and there's still a couple of hurdles to get through. But yes, hopefully this will become. So the plan is, Peter, and I should explain, is that the phone-in section is going to be a section of a show, 45 minute to an hour-long show that I'm aiming to put out once a week for the next 3 months. That's the plan.
Well, I was hoping to call in with a bit of an inspiration for you.
Go on.
In that, I've been listening to podcasts since about 2005.
Yeah.
For quite a while now, almost since they came into popularity.
Yes.
But also something you should consider is like premium membership. So you do your normal weekly show, but then for say, £5-10 a month or something, people can sign up for premium content. So you record a bit extra, funny videos.
I'm looking at different things. There was talk of this being subscription only, and that's not going to happen for the first 3 months. I'm talking to possible sponsors, and there are a couple, and I have looked at doing a premium kind of bonus feature like you're talking about. So there are various. I think the option. I think what I'm going to do for the first 3 months, Peter. This is the plan I've got in my head, although it will change as they're all changing at the moment. Is to do this for 3 months and try and build up a sizable audience, and then it makes it easier to go to companies and say, "Hey, look, I've got this many thousands of people downloading it." And I think to kind of bridge the gap. On my website, on the page where you can download this on my website, I'm going to do the 21st century equivalent of passing the hat. I'm going to have an electronic hat or a PayPal button. And if people want to give some money, they're more than welcome to. And if they don't want to, they don't have to at all.
That's right. And that's fine. And don't feel bad about that, because people are happy to donate to people like yourself.
You speak a lot of sense. Thank you very much for calling. Take care. Well, that's pretty much your lot. Thanks for listening to the Iain Lee Pocket Radio Show. If you've enjoyed this Pocket Radio Show, it is free, but I'm doing the 21st century equivalent of passing the metaphorical or literal hat after the show. There's a PayPal button on iainlee.com. If you want to donate a few quid to keep this going, it will be gratefully appreciated. If you're not accessing this from iainlee.com, then you can make payments to Iain at iainlee.com. Just time for a quick few thank yous. Thank you to the Positive Internet Company for putting this online. A big thanks to the team at www.gak.co.uk for lending me the sound equipment to record with, a microphone and a box. They've got lots of nice shiny things on their website. Andy White is the pod doctor, and he has put up with hundreds of stupid emails from me saying, how do I do that? You can follow him on Twitter at DrPod. And thank you to Chihuahua, Michael Mucklow, Al Phillip and Blaze Linder for allowing me to use their music. But before we go, I promise you audio boos, and you can send me these any time you want. I've got an audio boo channel, audioboo.fm/Iain Lee. Post your audio boos up there. The best ones will make it into this. Thanks for listening. Ta-ta.
Tendit infusis samnis erolacobus gratos obtec minne maia teti. Cecintique tuens dum fervetic ni cacabus quis comes ambiclitella mihi. Ambiclitella tu comes ambiclitella mihi. Cecintique tuens dum fervetic ne cacabus tu comes ambiclitella mihi.
Hello there. I'm speaking to you via a walkie-talkie. It's rather an outdated mode of communication, but it's an awful lot of fun. It's a great deal more limited than, say, a mobile phone. In fact, you could probably hear me further if I cut my hands and shouted out of the window. But if I cut my hands and shout out of the window, the chances are there won't be a Roger bleep and that really nice little static bit when I let go of the key. So I'm hearing praise of the walkie-talkie rather than the mobile phone. Long may it live. Oh, and one other thing. Over.
Trough is a bad man.
Iain, guess who's outside your house? Sticking his penis inside your letterbox.
A couple of years ago, I got a set of bongos for Christmas. It came with an instructional CD and a booklet. Learn how to play the bongos. So I read it from cover to cover. Listen to the CD. All right, I've got bongos. Let's go. That's about it, really. Good as it gets. Shitting bongos. Rotten Christmas present.
How can I ask my wife if I can dress up in her clothes while we have some bunky? But then again, I suppose, first I've got to get to ask her to have some bunky. So you blocked me from Twitter, but I don't really care, 'cause I'm not the one with Ryan Reynolds' hair. The good Will Loud, one of your biggest fans. You dissed him big time. Iain Lee. Goodbye.